This video we're going to do section 3.5 number 16. Now some of you have been telling me that you have had trouble doing problems with parentheses like in this problem. Here we have 1/3 plus 1/3 squared times 1/2 plus 1/6. So first let's go over the order of operations, which says that we need to do whatever is inside grouping symbols first, then evaluate any expressions with exponents, then do multiplication and division from left to right, and then subtraction and addition from left to right. So here, let's go one set of parentheses at a time and see what there is to be done. So is there any operation that needs to be done in this first set of parentheses? No, because that's just 1/3. There's no operation that needs to be done. In this second set of parentheses, is there any operation that needs to be done? No, that's just 1/3. There's no operation to be done. In this third set of parentheses, is there any operation to be done? Yes, there's an addition here. So let's do this. 1/2 plus 1/6. And the first thing we should notice is that it does not have a common denominator, which is what we need to have to add fractions together. So if you forgot how to find the common denominator, let's list out the multiples. The multiples of this denominator 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8, and the multiples of this denominator 6 are 6, 12, 18, etc. Now we see that 6 is the least common multiple, so that is what we will use as our least common denominator. Now, let's rewrite these denominators as 6's, and we see that to go from 2 to 6, we have to multiply by 3, so we also have to multiply the numerator by 3, so 1 times 3 is 3, and 2 times 3 is 6. Now we have the 3/6 plus 1/6 is 4/6, so let's replace this 3/6 plus 1/6 with 4/6. Now, we have to look inside the parentheses and see, is there anything else that can be done? And I might want to reduce this 4/6 before I continue on, and I can do that by noticing that 2 goes into the 4 and into the 6, because 2 is the greatest common factor between 4 and 6. So let's do this problem here. 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. So let's replace the 2/3 by, right, this 4/6 right here. Right, so let's get rid of the 4/6 and replace the 2/3 right here. Now, we see that there's nothing to be done in any of the parentheses now, so let's work with the exponents. The only exponent here is this 2, the squaring. So let's do the 1/3 squared. But 1/3 squared actually means what? It means, let me write this down for you, 1/3 squared means 1/3 times 1/3, and we know that that is 1 times 1, 1, 3 times 3, 9. So let's replace the 1/3 squared by 1/9. And then we have to think to ourselves, what needs to come next? The adding right here or the multiplying right here? Well, we know that multiplying is next on our list. So let's multiply the 1/9 and the 2/3. 1 times 2 is 2, and 9 times 3 is 27. Now we're just left with the task of adding. Now that we have taken care of the grouping, the exponent, and the multiplication, the only thing left is the adding. So we need to add 1/3 and 2/27, which again we need a common denominator. So if we forgot how to do that, let's list out the multiples for each denominator. So for the 3 we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. And we see, oh, 27 is the least common multiple here, so there we have 27 is the least common denominator. Now to go from 3 to 27, we have to multiply by 9. So we have to do that to the numerator also. So 1 times 9 is 9. 3 times 9 is 27. Now that they have a common denominator, let's simply add them. And 9 plus 2 is 11. So 11 over 27 is our answer. And that is problem 16 in section 3.5.